The Threefold Law. Eloquently encapsulating ethical reciprocity and accountability, the Threefold Law lies at the heart of Wiccan spirituality for many. However, it is not without its critics and detractors, even among some in the broader witchcraft community. From its interpretation, to whether it should be followed at all, the Threefold Law is the center of much debate. Origins. Though the exact origins are debated, the Threefold Law's influence is widely attributed to Gerald Gardner's hand in publicizing modern Wicca. Also known as the Rule of Three, it synthesizes ethical teachings across traditions into a uniquely Wiccan view of karmic reciprocity. For its adherents, it serves as a moral compass guiding conduct and magic. Interpretation. Fundamentally, the Threefold Law reflects a belief in the interconnectedness of all beings and the universe as a mirror, reflecting back one's energies threefold. This perspective encourages balance, compassion, and mindfulness of the impact personal actions have across realms of existence. Within its core premise of cycling energies, the term threefold holds diverse interpretations, from a literal tripling to representing the holistic effect across mind, body, and spirit. Such flexibility allows the law to serve as an adaptable ethical framework. Application. The Threefold Law's significance extends to the ethics of spellcasting itself. It reminds practitioners that crafted spells and intentions will return their effects amplified, promoting crafting that aligns with the Wiccan rede and the greater good. This fosters a culture of responsibility regarding one's magical workings. Beyond the circle, the law guides conduct towards others and the natural world. It instills environmental stewardship and treating all beings with respect, recognizing that actions that disrupt the balance and harmony of nature will return appropriately. Personal virtues like compassion and generosity are cultivated by considering the threefold implications. In daily life, the law encourages conscientious living through practices like reflecting deeply before acting on potential impacts, focusing on positive thoughts and uplifting actions, engaging in acts of service that spread kindness. By aligning with the Threefold Law's call for responsible and ethical actions, Wiccans can create positive change that benefits themselves, their communities, and the world around them. Criticism. While broadly embraced by many Wiccans, the Threefold Law has also faced critiques over semantics, ethics, and its perceived constraints on a practitioner's power. Some see the literal interpretation of energies returning threefold as overly simplistic or unrealistic. Others argue it promotes an undesirably passive approach to morality. More critically, a contingent of witches view the Threefold Law as an unnecessary limit on their abilities and rightful authority as wielders of magic. From this perspective, the law represents an artificial ethical boundary that potentially handicaps practitioners from exerting their full capabilities and seeking justifiable outcomes as they see fit. Rejecting a rigid law of threefold return, these witches advocate for a more individualistic approach to magic. They emphasize personal discernment, circumstances, and pure intent as the guiding forces, not adhering to a one-size-fits-all cosmic principle that could obstruct legitimately desired results. Such critics argue that the Threefold Law runs counter to the very nature of witchcraft as a path of personal power, growth, and self-actualization. They view it as an outdated and disempowering constraint from a bygone era. This view sparks valuable discourse not just around specifics of the Threefold Law, but around broader questions of ethics, individual will, and the responsibilities and boundaries, if any, that should guide the practice of witchcraft. Conclusion. Here at Wicca Academy, we feel that the Threefold Law is a good code to live by. We believe that magic is a powerful force that should be respected, not wielded for negative purposes. While some practitioners can have very valid reasons for wanting to perform negative magic, we just don't think it's worth it. The bitterness and toxic energies generated from attempting to conduct harmful spells or seek revenge can ultimately prevent necessary healing and growth. Rather than pursuing a path of vengeance that only breeds more negativity, it is often wiser to disengage, find inner peace, and seek constructive resolutions. The spiritual toll of harboring resentment and negativity only poisons the self. Magic should be practiced with wisdom and ethical compass, and for the highest good of all. With great power there must also come great responsibility. Stanley. Before embarking on a journey of revenge, dig 2 graves. Chinese proverb. Hatred is like drinking poison and then waiting for it to kill your enemy. Nelson Mandela. Holding on to anger is like grasping a hot coal with the intent of throwing it at someone else. You are the one who gets burned. Buddha. Ultimately, the Threefold Law remains a central tenet for many in the Wiccan community. But its rejection by some underscores the diversity of perspectives and healthy debate around its modern relevance and role in the manifold paths of the crafts.